So let's take a look and make sure that you can also solve these equations correctly. I've got the same similar data at least over here at the top, and that should be 7.0 seconds. And so if we needed to solve a zero reaction for concentration or a second order reaction for concentration, this is how we'll do it. So we'll go ahead and plug in the K, and this is negative KT, so 3.1 times 10 to the minus 1. And that is a seconds to the minus 1, which coordinates correctly with my 7.0 seconds. So that is my KT right there, plus my initial amount, which is 9.9. And I just solve that all together. And so I get negative 3.1 e to the negative 1 times 7 plus 9.9 gives me 9.0. Let me make that. I'm having a hard time with my decimal showing up. So 9.9. And so that gives me 7.73. And the reason that I even paused on that, because I was like, there's no way that that number could be higher than the 9.9, because you're always going down in concentration. So that is much clearer, the 7.7 molarity. That one's really straightforward. Now look and see what happens when we do the same numbers with this one. So I'm going to do 1 over A of t equals K, which is the 3.1 times 10 to the minus 1, times my T, which is the 7.0, again, the seconds and the minus seconds, they work together, plus 1 over A, which is 9.9. I'm going to bring my calculator over again. So I've got my 3.1 times 7. Make sure that actually has the right number in there. So that part of it is the same, but notice that this is a positive. And part of the reason it's a positive is because I'm doing 1 over my original amount. So that's going to make that number kind of a smaller number. So my original amount is 9.9. And so that gives me 1 over A of t is equal to 2.2. Now, here's the thing. You haven't actually solved for A of t. You've solved for 1 over A of t. See the difference? You need to solve for A of t, and the easiest way to do it is just to take the inverse of both sides, so that to the minus 1 and that to the minus 1, and that gives you A of t. So that number, and a lot of calculators have the inverse key, so that means that that value is really 4 molarity.